Stadium in Salt Lake City. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Utah State Aggies and the Utah Utes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Utah State head coach before the game, he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And no chance at a drive at their own 25. So the Utah Utes offense will have the football first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Utes will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catch is made at the 15. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Aggies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. They'll start this drive going to the air. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside, it's Jacobs. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. and that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the grab. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Utah! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The run inside. It's Jacobs. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in, it's Garcia. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires left. Makes the grab. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making...
He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Utah State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field, and if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. To the air, it's Dampier. Now improvising. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fakes to grab. Speeding down the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Utah State.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They give it to him again. Got a little grass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Handoff for Parker. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Bray. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Using his feet. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Jacobs. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Plucks it out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Takes the handoff. It's Briggs. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They give running right as Parker. Makes a pass to Marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Andrews.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right, and really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat, maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Parker. Still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
There's the pressure. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hillstead. Finds his man, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 6 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Wildcats with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. They've opened up this halftime advantage behind a banner day so far from their offense. Zigging when the defense is zagging. Dialing up just the right plays at just the right times. It's been a clinic so far. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to pass. It's Hillstead. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. This time he wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time.
Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. The Utes will line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And late in the football.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll go with Parker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Dampier. He's got it down the middle. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around.
There's some room. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Snaps it in the shotgun. Dumps it off in the flats. Tripped up for the tackle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, take it. Hey, move.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Starling. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Bringing the heat. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Wants to bring it back. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He'll start this drive firing. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Timeout call by the Utes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires on the move. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
This Utah State offense has it going. They'll ride the hot hand. Maybe a crease. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hillstead. Rushes on him. Quickly complete. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside, it's Jacobs. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Utah State has it inside the 20. Defense in press coverage. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The give on the counter. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Utah State up-tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And now it's a one-possession game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Gets it out to the 44, and he's out of bounds, and now this offense has spectacular field position. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Fights off a defender. Might have a chance. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Push down for the tackle.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run.
Oh, he's got some space. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Dampier. It's complete. Touchdown, Utes! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Utah State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Utah State up-tempo. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it again. Going for it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Finding some room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Got a man, it's Garcia. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. He wants a big play here late. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates